Hey everybody, it's only 1 o'clock in the morning, but wanted to talk to you to get across this really, really important message, specifically in Ari's memory. No more victims. We will win. You guys hear that? No more victims. We will win. It's a simple message. And the problem is that there probably will be some more victims. I really wish there wouldn't be. How you doing, everybody? Rogue, Devora, Rosalie, Angel, how's it going? Unfortunately, there probably will be some more victims, but there shouldn't be. Hello, Colleen. Hello, Evo. The reason there shouldn't be any more victims is because it's clear. It's clear that we have an enemy. And it's clear that when you have an enemy, to stop it, you have to defeat it. There's no playing around with enemies. And here, they are so clear in their objectives. They've been clear for over 100 years. Greetings from Nan and David. How you doing? Shalom, North Carolina. Mark. And it's just frustrating. And what frustrated Ari so much, what frustrates me, is that there are just so many of our own people who do not want to admit that we have an enemy out to destroy us. They just prefer to ignore that. They just don't want to go there. They don't want their heads to go there. They don't want to think about that. They don't want to accept the reality that they're really these people who the world calls peace partners, that they delude themselves into thinking, yeah, they're peace partners, but they're not. They're an enemy that wants to destroy us. So that's why there should be no more victims. Because the second we finally internalize that they're an enemy, then you go and defeat the enemy. That's why I'm against this two-state solution, right? Ari was very clear about this. I'm very clear about this. To have a solution, to have an effective solution, you have to diagnose the problem. If you don't diagnose the problem correctly, no solution you throw at it will solve it. Right? And again, I always give this analogy. It's like a doctor. So you go to the doctor, and the doctor tells you to have surgery, right? You have the surgery. What's the problem? Afterwards, the doctor goes, oops, I gave you the wrong diagnosis. That's why the surgery didn't help. Just because a doctor has a solution, it won't solve the problem unless he diagnosed the problem correctly. So then you come to us. We have an enemy that wants to destroy Israel, that wants to kill Jews, right? They say so in their educational books to their kids. They say so on their television programming. It's just right there. It's just right there. Yeah, Sharon's writing, like you guys discussed yesterday, it's a religious war. Exactly. And it's right there. They're teaching it. It's in their books. We know it. The Israeli government knows it. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu knows it. But he's afraid of telling the world that. He's afraid of the implications of admitting to the world that they're an enemy, that peace is impossible with them. Right? No piece of paper of peace is possible. So he doesn't. He plays the game. The two-state solution, even though, again, Prime Minister Netanyahu, he's trying to be politically savvy, saying, yes, we can live side by side with them. They'll be in charge of themselves. We'll be in charge of security. So he's basically trying to make everyone happy, making the world happy, saying, I'm willing to make peace. and then trying to tell Israelis, yeah, but I'm not going to make peace that endangers Israeli security. But you're already endangering Israeli security by not admitting loud and clear that they are an enemy and not a people interested in living in peace with us. Are there individual Muslims, Arabs who want to live in peace with us? Yes, individually, but not as a collective, because as we understand it's a religious war. Islam as a collective is against us living here. It's against the Jewish people having their own state. So it's an enemy. And as Ari used to say, and I say, what's the problem? The problem isn't a people who want their national rights. The problem is that they want to destroy us. So then now what's the solution? You think taking away our own land and setting up a second state for the two states, is that going to solve them wanting to destroy us? No, that just pushes off the inevitable. It just extends the war of genocide against us. Whatever borders they have, they're going to continue to fight against us. So when I say no more victims, folks, it's my way of saying, help me, help Ari, spread the message that it is possible for tomorrow for there no more victims to be had. When we wake people up and realize we are up against an enemy that wants to destroy us, not one that wants to live peacefully side by side with us. It is that simple. So Liz is saying we have to quit caring about world opinion. They hate us regardless, so who cares? And Liz is correct. All right, I'm not going to argue with you. You're 100% on target, Liz. We have to do what's necessary. And that's why, again, I don't know the pressures Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is up against. But I do believe, for someone who truly cares about human rights, for someone who truly cares about living peacefully without violence, the best way to achieve that is by calling them out as an enemy, to then go 110% to destroy that enemy. Then we will have no more victims, and then the losers will understand they have to live in peace with us if they want to live. And anyone who doesn't want to take part of living in peace with us, with prosperity living under the Jewish state, they can have a prosperous life living with us. Just look at the Muslim Arabs who are Israeli citizens. They have a prosperous life more than they have in any other Muslim country. So the way to bring about an end to violence is actually to destroy the enemy as soon as possible. Then there will be no more victims, and then we'll be able to live peacefully with those who want to live peacefully with us. So I call it an inverted morality, because those people who call themselves peace activists and human rights activists, they are the biggest enablers of war and terror. Because by them defending the terrorists and defending the murderers, they allow the continuous terror to continue. And it is people like me, and it is people like Ari, who recognize we are up against an evil that wants to destroy us. And the way we will bring about a peaceful future is by destroying that evil as quickly as possible. So we are the true peace activists, understanding to achieve a peaceful future, we have to destroy the enemy as quickly as possible. Whereas those people who virtue signal and call themselves peace activists and human rights activists, they are the ones who are the enablers of terror and the continuation of murder and terror against us here in Israel and around the world. So that's why I'm against people calling me and Ari and our fellow Israel advocates that we're right-wing and calling the other people peace activists. No, folks. They are the extremists who are enabling the continuation of terror. It is me and Ari and our fellow Israel advocates who are calling to end the evil that is up against us to destroy us as quickly as possible. We're the ones who are truly working for a true peace to come as quickly as possible. That's it. And in any case, we will win. It's just a matter of when, and I just wish we'd do it sooner, because I don't want any more victims. None of us want any more victims. None of us. We want to be able to enjoy our beautiful land of Israel with our children, with our families, focus on the positive, talk to you about the wonders of our land, the wonders of our heritage, the wonders of our history, without having to talk about terror and those who are out to get us. But in the meantime, I will be here continuing Ari's voice to connect with you and bring the truth to you about the situation, and keep on calling out to each and every one of you to help me and to help Ari to share the truth with as many people as possible. The more people we reach, the more people we wake up, the more people we have see the light of reality, the sooner we'll be able to make the world a better place for all of us. It's that simple. It's not so simple, but it is that simple. So what do we got? What do we got before my computer dies? What do we got? We got Rogue saying, Shalom from upstate New York at 6:07 p.m. here. Yeah. And, I don't understand that language, but you got a lot of Israeli flags, so thank you, Anne. Angel, dividing land is breaking our Lord's covenant. That is true. And again, it is by dividing the land, we ensure the continuation of the terror. It's by Israel annexing the land as soon as possible and acting as the true sovereign and getting rid of the evil there, and only ensuring that those who want to live peacefully with us